Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. And today I want to talk about the Goodwin Champion set, which is my favorite set from 1888. And the reason it's my favorite set is not just that it's just a beautiful set, and I'm not here just to plugging the set or anything like that. I want to show a card that I think you guys would like to see. But anyway, to go further with this set, it has cards of some of the greatest sports figures from all over the world, and all the champions, and anything from, of course, baseball as the first football card. It's got tennis cards, all the shooters like Buffalo Bill. It's got the oarsmen. It's got chess players. It's got all the top. And one of the things is the pool players. It has pool and billiard cards, and it has the champions of the era. And one of the champions happens to be Alfredo D'Oro. And D'Oro is a Cuban legend. D'Oro was born in Manzanilla, Cuba. And he was one of the top players, if not the top player of this day. Of 1888, he was the top player. Top pool and billiard player. And this is from the N162 Goodwin Champions. And let me go ahead and take this out of here, and I'll tell you a little bit about D'Oro. D'Oro was a professional carom billiards and pool player. And several times he won the world title. Many times he won the world champion in both the three cushion and the straight pool, and simultaneously. So he is ranked. Give you a good look at D'Oro here. A little bit about D'Oro. This is the back of the cards are all the same. They basically just have the checklist, and I'll show you the checklist. Let's take a look at it. It's got the baseball players. It's got the bicyclist. Then it has the billiards. Then it has the broadswordsman, the chess guys. That has the football. Then it has the jockeys. You can see more jockeys there. There's Isaac Murphy. Then it has the tennis players, the marksman, oarsman. There's the beach card that I gave to Dylan. There's the pedestrians, which is the walking. And then there's D'Oro, standing by himself as pool, because he was the pool champion, but he was also the billiards champion. But he was by far the best pool player, so he stands alone there. And then comes the pugilists, which are the boxers. So you see Jack Dempsey, you see John L. Sullivan there. Then you have the runners, Myers, the strongest man in the world. Then you have Buffalo Bill, the Wild West hunter, and then the wrestlers, because you do have wrestlers in this set. You have Joe Acton and Muldoon. These were just the top wrestlers at the day. Muldoon ended up being the coach for John L. Sullivan, the manager. So these were produced in New York, Goodwin and Company. And that's the checklist, and they are the champions. This particular card is graded a 7. And this is the highest graded D'Oro card that exists. But I want to talk a little bit more about him. And let me, I'm going to read a little bit from just kind of from Wikipedia, and a couple of little things here while you take a look at the card. But his first appearance as a professional was in the World 15 Ball Championship, which was held in New York in February of 1887. Again, this is an 88 card. So the year before this, he made his first appearance. And in the continuous pool championship in New York, and he won. In the 15 ball championship, and then he won. And then he competed in the World Contiguous Pool Championship, and he won. In those days, he had the highest recorded run of 81. And, he later on in 1910, 1912, he kept playing. He defeated pretty much everybody. And he was defeated finally in 1912. And he was a winner of the Contiguous Pool 3-cushion World Championship. His titles, and let me show you here. He won, of course, the 15-ball pool championship. He won the Contiguous Pool, the World Straight Pool Championship, and the World 3-cushion championships. And he won those many, many, many times. And let me tell you exactly how many times he won all that. Okay, he was the world champion in continuous pool 29 times. He was a 3-cushion billiard champion 20 times, straight pool champion 4 times, and 15-ball pool champion. And he is considered in the top, in the list of the top. Think of this in baseball. Who is the 4th best baseball player in the history of baseball? That's a top guy. Well, D'Oro is considered the 4th best pool player and billiard player in the history. He was named number 4 on the list. So this guy was just an awesome player. And you could see the card, and it has all the pool there. It's Old Judge, Gypsy Queen. You can see how they were dressed up with the suit and tie. And just the way these cards were made were just incredible. Look at his hair and stuff, mustache. Just a beautiful, beautiful card. And just one more thing I'll read about him, and I think that'll just give you sum it up. And this comes from an article here, pretty much from the Hall of Fame and stuff like that. He was one of the first ones inducted in the Hall of Fame. And it says, if you've been following along lately, you know that we've had on and off, again, discussions here about the greatest pool players in American history. Several months ago, we conducted a poll on the issue. Willie Mosconi and Ralph Greenleaf received the most votes, which prompted a runoff. The voting is still ongoing, and it ended up that Ralph Greenleaf was the top one. But it says, but throughout the discussion, there's been one important player who almost entirely escaped notice. That player is Alfredo D'Oro. Pictured above. D'Oro is largely forgotten these days. Let me show you the picture. That's an actual picture of D'Oro. That is a little bit later than this. Of course, this is when he first started. But it says that his history has been forgotten, probably because his spectacular career occurred before living memory, and because his exploits were overshadowed by the very colorful Ralph Greenleaf, who followed close on his heels. But D'Oro was among the first inductees into the Billiards Hall of Fame. He also mounted a championship career that would rival the run that Greenleaf or any other of the Lions. D'Oro played both 3-cushion and pocket billiard, and excelled at both. According to a short bio, D'Oro first gained the pocket billiards in 1887, then went on to win it 31 more times. I'll say it again, he won it 31 more times. By contrast, both Greenleaf and Mosconi won the pocket billiard title fewer than 30 times apiece. Not only that, but D'Oro also held the 3-cushion title 10 times between 1908 and 1919. Howard Worth also excelled at both sports, but not with the D'Oro dominance. So this article goes on to talk a little bit more about D'Oro, and from the list that they had, D'Oro was ranked the 4th best pool and billiards player in the history of the sport. So a Cuban legend, Alfredo D'Oro, wanted to share that card with you and share a little bit about Alfredo D'Oro and the Goodwin Champion set, which has tons of history, just like this card here. Every one is special. And the more you learn about history, the more you go back and look at the cards and look at the players and really think about it puts you back in that time, in those days. And I love the history. That's why I love these pre-war cards. And this is before any of us were alive. But if you read back, these were very famous people back in those days. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. Appreciate all your comments. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.